Bear River High School Sports, a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, McDonald's, Castelite, Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Golden Spike Electric, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Consumer Brand Cereals, Levitt Group of Northern Utah, Yes Printing, Rudd Funeral Home, IFA Country Stores, Riverside Corner Sinclair, Spike Power Sports, Hanson Motors, and Cache Valley Daily. Now, it's time for the Bear River Bears on 104.9 The Ranch.
Welcome, Bears fans, inside Memorial Gymnasium tonight as it's the Bear River Bears hosting the Ridgeline Riverhawks in Game 2 of region play. The Bears coming off their first win in region on Friday. Yeah. Getting the days mixed up. Friday against Skyview to go 1-0 in region play, and it's another big matchup tonight with Ridgeline coming in here as they won their first region game as well on the road at an undefeated Green Canyon team. And they won big there. Special thanks to Kent's Market tonight for sponsoring our pregame show as we get you ready for the Bears and the Riverhawks. Kent's Market in Tremonton was named a gold medalist in Best of Northern Utah for grocery store, donuts, and catering. Not only does Kent's Market have all your grocery needs, but they have a sporting goods department for shooting sports, a pharmacy, and you can drop off your dry cleaning. Thank you again to Kent's Market for sponsoring tonight's pregame show. I'm Trent Carter on the call. Joining me, Josh Tyre. Josh, what do we have in store for us tonight between the Bears and the Riverhawks?
We got a matchup between two really good teams. Two teams that are going to be a top Region 11 by the time this season shakes out. So this is going to be a big matchup for both teams.
Especially big for the Bears where this game's at home. We fortunately start off with 2 games in a row at home in region play, Skyview and then Ridgeline tonight. Got to protect home court. The Bears have been great at that so far this season, have not lost on their home court. And we'll see if that continues tonight against a very good Ridgeline team. Josh, just watching Ridgeline warm up, it's really all about 2 guys in Jagger Frankham, who averages over 17.5 points a game and 8 rebounds, a big 6'9" senior. And then Carson Cox, who to me, they list him at 6'5". He looks a little bigger than that, but way more athletic than Frankham, and really can glide all over the floor. He averages 17.5 points a game and 6.5 rebounds.
Yeah, for sure. And the challenge tonight for the Bears is going to be you're going to have to limit or eliminate one of them from Ridgeline's offense. If you can do that and just make Ridgeline's offense kind of become more one-dimensional, you've got a chance to win this game, but it's going to be a tough test as both of them are very, very good basketball players.
And Cam Blotter, also the senior guard for them, averaging over 5.5 assists per game and 3 steals. So they've really got 3 players that can really play, and then they have Diego Vasquez, who averages 10 points a game. So similar to the Bears, they've got 3 guys that can put double digits on you. So really a tough matchup for the Bears. I think one of the keys, Josh, tonight is going to be rebounding. The Bears have been pretty good this season. Rebounding, it's been a team effort. Our guards have rebounded well, but with the length of Ridgeline, it's going to be more than rebounding. I think it's going to be boxing out and really pushing these bigs away from the basket.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's going to be a key. I would go right along those lines in my keys of the game. And I'm going to say my key of the game is going to be whoever controls the paint and has the most points in the paint is going to have a chance to win tonight. I think, like you say, Ridgeline is going to be a bigger team between you go with Frankham and you go with Cox, who are going to be a little more difficult for the Bears to defend than what Skyview had. So it's going to be interesting to see how Coach Shaw draws it up, if he's going to go large with Ritter and Marble underneath, or if he's going to try to go athletic, maybe a Mason Sorensen to stick on Cox for the whole night. It's going to be real interesting to see what the Bears coaching staff draws up.
So again, both teams coming into this game off a win for their opener in region play. The Bears beat Skyview here at home 68-55, and really what was a close game all the way into the fourth, where Skyview actually led most of the way by a few points here and there. And in the fourth quarter, Josh, the Bears really turned it on. Probably their best quarter of the season, which hopefully is a great sign going into this game.
Yeah, and we talked about it a lot in that broadcast, especially in the fourth quarter and after. What really stood out to me was the senior leadership and the mere fact that you have a lot of guys on this roster that played a lot of varsity minutes, a lot of quality minutes, and they they definitely stepped up in the fourth quarter to kind of propel the Bears to a win in that game. So that's going to be something that you're going to have to see. I mean, Skyview is probably the youngest team in the region right now, and you're going to face a lot of other teams. You know, this is a very varsity-led team in Ridgeline. Logan is very varsity-led. Mount Crest has quite a few varsity or senior guys, and even Green Canyon is that way with Anderson. So it's going to come down to this year. A lot of going to be whose senior leadership can step up in big moments and kind of help their team win. And last Friday night was a huge step for the Bears.
Speaking of senior leadership, it was Garrick Marble and Bridger Barfus down the stretch for Bear River who ultimately proved to be the differences. Marble, I went and looked it up, they only had him for 8 assists, which to me seemed about 6 short of what he really had.
Yeah, I went and looked at those assists, and I thought the rebounds was short too. I honestly thought he probably could have had a triple-double going into that. But, I mean, just even if you wanted to say he only had 8 assists, 7 rebounds, and 11 points, I mean, that's a great stat column for any high school player, but it turns into the eye test, and if you actually watch the game and watch what he was doing to generate for the Bears offense, it's just something the Bears, they lacked last year, and now they have that inside. The other thing that I thought was very interesting from that stat night was, I mean, we talked about Bridger Barford scoring 26 points. I didn't realize he had like 7 rebounds and 3 assists and 3 steals or something like that, so he put together a very good night as well. And really, you're seeing those big 3 for the Bears that are really starting to emerge, and we talked a lot about it last year, that we felt like it could be those big 3, and now you're starting to see it. The other thing that I really like is it takes a lot of pressure off of Kyver Jansen. Last year, it was a lot of you had to give Kyver the ball, and then Kyver goes get us a bucket here. Now you can spread the ball out. Kyver doesn't have to do that, and then he can get downhill, which Kyver's really good at.
Yeah, a lot of weapons on this Bears team, as we've talked about all season long. They can do it with everyone pitching in, scoring 6 or 7 points apiece, and then they can do it like they did on Friday, where Bridger scores 26. Garrick chips in with double digits in points, rebounds, and almost assists. We'll see what they have in store for us tonight. We will take a short break, and we'll be back to wrap up the Kent's Market pregame show and get you set for tip-off between the Bears and the Riverhawks on 104.9 The Ranch.
Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church? Or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
For over 70 years and 3 generations, Hanson Motors has held the belief that they're not just selling cars, they're building relationships. Voted the #1 auto dealer and #1 service center in the Best of Northern Utah contest. Hanson Motors, a family-driven tradition rooted in community.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system service? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
So you're looking for new insurance for your car or your home. Where do you start? Ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Bear River Mutual independent agent. Call us today at 695-2300.
Bear River Mutual.
Cooler weather is here, and winter is just around the corner. Now is the time to prepare your home so you don't have any cold weather issues. Stop in and talk to Tom and his team at Greer's Do It Best Hardware in Tremonton. They'll help you get ready for the cold winter months.
During the holidays, many times we forget to say thanks. At Bob's Body Shop, they truly are thankful for the customers who have kept them going for over 25 years. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Post Consumer Brands Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
IFA is a locally owned farm and ranch cooperative that proudly supports all those who love and live the rural lifestyle. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need or at IFACountryStores.com. Call 435-257-5419.
Baking is a central part of any celebration. When selecting your flour, make sure you use one with hand-selected grains, expertly milled for passionate bakers. Central Milling, Red Rose, and Gilt Edge Flour are those brands. Always choose the best for your table.
This is Greg Madsen. A few years ago, my wife of 37 years, Sherry, passed away from cancer. Red Funeral Home was amazing when it came to taking care of my family's needs. If you're in that situation, contact Red Funeral Home. Let Joe and Josh Rudd serve your family in your time of need.
Hey Bear fans, whether it's before or after the basketball game, make sure to stop into Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli and bakery department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market, Tremonton.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays, witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016. Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church, or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City.
Welcome back, Bears fans. We've just finished up our national anthem. We're getting ready for lineups, and then we'll have tip-off tonight between the Bears and the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Special thanks again to Kent's Market for sponsoring tonight's pregame show, and to Adams Wealth Advisors for sponsoring tonight's game. Adams Wealth Advisors wants to understand your family, job, hobbies, and goals to earn your long-term financial trust. Again, thanks to Adams Wealth Advisors. Starters for Ridgeline tonight. Number 1 is Kyson Buckmiller, the 6'5 senior. Number 2 is Cam Blotter. Again, he averages 5.5 assists per game and 3 steals per game. Number 3 is Carson Cox, a 6'5 senior, 17.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game. Number 23 is Diego Vasquez, a senior guard who averages just under 10 points a game. And number 35 is the 6'9 senior Jagger Frankham, 17.5 points per game, 8 rebounds a game, and 1.5 blocks. He's the big guy in the middle. They'll kick the lights off as we get the introductions for the hometown Bears. Again, undefeated at home on the season. They've played very well here. None better than on Friday night in the fourth quarter against Skyview as they blew that game open to win by 13 in what was a very close game most of the way. As Garrick Marble and Bridger Barfus really showed out in the fourth quarter. Senior guard number 1, Kyver Jensen, will start tonight for the Bears. Joining him is number 3, Owen Olson. Kyver leads the Bears this year in scoring at just under 15 points a game. Bridger Barfus will join those two. He wears number 10, coming off a 26-point performance against the Bobcats on Friday. Braden Ritter is going to step into the starting lineup tonight. I think this is a move, Josh, you mentioned earlier. We'll see if Ritter will step in there, and he will, with Garrick Marble. He wears number 24, three-year starter for the Bears, a senior. The Bears will go big with Marble and Ritter in the starting lineup. So we're ready to go. The lights are back on. The Bears will be in their home white uniforms, trimmed in red with red lettering. Ridgeline in their road blue uniforms, trimmed a really dark, what is that, navy, Josh? Navy blue, trimmed in green with white lettering.
It's ugly colors.
It's almost black, it looks like. But so Frankham will jump it with Garrick Marble. Ridgeline will be going from left to right on the dial. The Bears from right to left. Marble will step in with Frankham. The tip is controlled by the Riverhawks, and Blotter will handle. Thrown in the corner to Vasquez. He looks into the post to Frankham right away. Ritter's battling him. They do get it into Frankham on the right block. He'll try and go baseline, kicks it over for a wide open three from Blotter, and that's good. Cam Blotter knocks down the three. A good kick out pass from Frankham, and the Riverhawks score first, 3-0. Left wing now, Ritter has it for the Bears. He'll kick it over on the right side. Barfus will take the first shot for Bears, a three. That's long off the back iron, rebounded by Carson Cox. Front court, Blotter. Frankham and Ritter battle in the post once more. He'll throw it in. Frankham gets the move on him. Marble comes over for the help defense, blocks the shot. Frankham gets it back, throws it out the front court. Backcourt violation. Frankham tried to save it, went out past midcourt.
Good help defense there by Gary Marble as he slid underneath, kind of forced Frankham to position himself underneath the backboard. Really didn't have a shot.
Jensen will handle for Bearer on the left side. Up top to Marble. He's above the three-point line. They'll let the cutters move through. Back cut by Bridger Barfus. Can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. They say it's deflected, and it'll be Bearer ball. I think everyone on the floor thought it was Ridgeline except the official.
Garrick walked all the way back down to the other end.
Yeah, he did. Bearer will inbound under the basket. Barfus to inbound, throws it into Garrick. He throws it into Ritter in the post. Has Frankham on him. He'll kick the shot over the right side. It's no good off the rim. Tries to save it. It goes right to Carson Cox, who comes front court left side. He'll take a step back jumper from the baseline. That's long. Backside rebound handled by Ridgeline, and back up and in from Blotter. He has the first five for the Riverhawks. 5-0 Ridgeline. Olsen now handles for the Bears. Now Marble left wing. They'll throw in the post to Ritter. Has a smaller guy on him. Ritter makes his move to the middle, floats it up with the right hand and scores. Buck Miller, really no chance with Ritter on that one. They list Buck Miller at 6'5". I'm not sure I'm buying that.
Buck Miller 6'5"? If he's 6'5", I'm 7 foot.
I was going to say Ritter's 7 foot if that's the case. Up top, Carson Cox for a deep three. That's missed off the rim. Rebound Marble. Bears trail 5-2 early. Just under 6 minutes to go. Barfus will try and dribble down the right side. It's knocked out of his hands and out of bounds.
So one thing I like is if you can get that switch where you can get Ritter on a smaller defender on the block and they're not going to send help, go to it every time.
Absolutely. Bears will inbound under the basket. Kyver will throw it out towards midcourt. Marble has it. Kyver gets it on the right wing. He'll drive hard baseline, fakes the pull-up jump shot, hands back to Ritter, who'll take a set shot three. That looks missed, and it is. Rebound, Cox. Now he'll hand over to Blotter. Now to Frankham in the high post. He'll dribble hand off to Vasquez, who pulls up from the free throw line, and that shot's good. Diego Vasquez gets his first points. 7-2 Ridgeline. Bears quickly the other way. Kyver gets into the paint, fakes the shot, goes up for the underhand layup, and that'll be missed, but he's fouled.
Good little pump fake there. Forced Cox to get off his feet there.
Kyver Jensen will step to the line for two. First free throw is long.
So quick, short minutes there for Ritter. I thought we'd see him for most of the quarter.
As Jace Roberts checks in to replace Ritter. Second free throw is short from Kyver, rebounded by Cox. And Cam Blotter will bring it slowly into the front court for Ridgeline. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ridgeline up 7-2. Here's Buck Miller on the side. He looks to throw underneath. The pass goes out of bounds, but they're going to say a foul. We'll give the foul to Kyver. Blotter will inbound under the basket for Ridgeline. They'll throw it in the corner to Cox, sets his feet for three. The shot's up, rattles around, missed, and there's Frankham on the rebound, puts it back up and in. So there's the first big rebound that Frankham gets and puts it back in for Ridgeline. They lead 9-2. Roberts up top, picks up his dribble, now gets it in the post to Marble. They halfway double team him, now they back out. Marble looks to face up, knocked away by Frankham, taken away by Cox. Here comes Ridgeline. Quick hitter on the left side, and it's up and in for two more. That's Buck Miller. And Ridgeline is rolling early, 11-2, and the Bears will take a timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton, online at gspike.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
For over 70 years and 3 generations, Hanson Motors has held the belief that they're not just selling cars, they're building relationships. Voted the #1 auto dealer and #1 service center in the Best of Northern Utah contest. Hanson Motors, a family-driven tradition rooted in community.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
4:32 to go in the first quarter. Bears down 9, 11-2 to Ridgeline. Josh, the offense has just looked a little bit stagnant.
Out of sorts. I mean, really, they haven't got maybe one good look so far. Got to set up a play, run something.
Ridgeline's going to bring full court pressure here out of the timeout. Bears will try and break it. They get up the left side, and they do. Barfus now hands back to Kyver.
I think Barfus could have took that and win if he wanted to.
There's a screen. Kyver gets inside the free throw line and floats it up and in for two. So nice floater from Kyver Jensen. He's on the board. Bears cut the lead to 7, 11-4. Ridgeline has it in the left corner. They lob it into Cox underneath the basket. He's too far underneath the basket, misses the reverse layup, and rebound Roberts. Barfus down the left side. Marble sets a screen. Barfus to the free throw line. Hands back to Garrick. He'll shoot it up. Rolls over the front of the rim and scores. Little 4-0 run from the Bears out of the timeout. Cuts the lead to 5. Blotter hands back to Vasquez for a lefty three. That's missed. Long rebound to Cox. It's stripped away, though, and taken by Barfus. He'll hand to Jensen down the middle. He circles back out. Hands over to Bridger in the corner. Now they'll throw up top to Marble. Bridger will come to retrieve. Goes behind Garrick once, twice, now 3 times, now spins into the paint, nothing doing. The ball's stripped out of his hands and out of bounds. Wanted a foul, won't get it. The Bears will have the ball. Mason Sorensen checks into the game, replacing Owen Olsen. So here's another bigger lineup for the Bears with Marble and Sorensen in there together.
And this is going to be one of the interesting things is if Mason Sorensen, his athletic ability can stay with somebody like a Cox to kind of limit what he can do offensively.
Bears inbound to Jace in the corner. He'll look to throw it into the post to Garrick. Garrick looking, turns, shoots over Frankham, just a little long off the back iron. Vasquez jumps in there for the rebound for Ridgeline. Outlet pass down the side to Blotter. He'll get to the middle of the floor, now dribble out. Kyver comes out to defend, out near half court. They'll throw into the high post. Now Frankham out above the three-point line. Vasquez will take another lefty three from the right wing, and that's good. He's not afraid to put it up. He knocks it in, 14-6 Ridgeline. Vasquez is their third leading scorer. Again, he scores 10 a game. Bears have it to Marble on the right wing. Jace cuts through. Barfus comes to retrieve the pass. He'll get into the high post, and they'll reach in and foul. Give that to Blotter. So the Bears down 8, 2:26 to go in the first quarter. Hasn't been the greatest start for the Bears. See if they can cut into this lead a little bit. They'll lob to Marble on the inbound. He throws it under to Mason Sorensen, who turns around and shoots the 4-foot shot, and that's short. Rebound again to Ridgeline. No second chances for the Bears in this game. Blotter up top. Vasquez comes to get the pass. Now over to Blotter. He crosses over on Kyver, gets into the high post, throws it under to Frankham. Marble's there with him. They'll come to double. Now he'll throw out of it. Vasquez left corner, fakes, drives, pulls up from 10 feet, shot short off the rim, rebound Barfus. Under 2 minutes to go. His outlet pass is stolen by Ridgeline. They lob back to Brenchley, who hands back to Blotter. Bears recover defensively. Now Vasquez left wing, dribbles, drives baseline. Sorensen's there to cut him off. Brenchley, now Vasquez up top. Carson Cox, he takes a left-hand dribble into the paint, turns around over Barfus, shoots it, misses it, gets his own rebound, goes up again. It's rejected by Marble, taken by Jace down the left side. Bears in a semi-fast break. Now Kyver gets all the way to the paint, floated up, it won't go, but he's fouled.
Bears doing a great job on rotation, on help defense so far tonight, being able to switch off of defenders, or switch off guys and roll through picks, doing a great job. Good job with help defense on Frankham.
So Kyver back to the line. He missed his first 2 free throws. This one's up, and that one rattles around and in. Bears cut the lead in half, 14-7. Second free throw is up, and that's good. Bears down 6. 1:15 to go in the first quarter. Water front court, met by Kaser Thurgood, who has just checked in. They'll hand off to Brenchley. Now to Frankham. Back to Blotter. Now over to Carson Cox on the left wing. Tyler Jackman now handles. He's checked in the game as well. They get it to Frankham on the right block. He lobs way out up top. Swing it around once, swing it around twice, and it'll be Brenchley who shoots it from the left baseline. That's short. Rebound Mason Sorensen. Bears outlet pass stolen again. This time it's taken all the way to the basket and missed by Blotter, and the Bears get the rebound and they're off and running. Boy, 2 outlet passes have been stolen already by Ridgeline. Bears are going to have to be a little more careful with just throwing it down court. Here's Sorensen in the high post. He makes a move. Now lobs back out to Kyver. There's 27 seconds to go in the quarter, 18 on the shot clock. Sorensen screens for Kyver. He gets into the paint. Underhand scoop, missed. Rebound. Sorensen goes back up and misses the wide open layup. Backside rebound, Ridgeline. Now they'll hold for the final shot, it looks like. Blotter out near half court. Jace there to pick him up. Screened by Frankham. Blotter goes all the way to the basket. Kicks out for a wide open 3, and that's good by Tyler Jackman, the 6'2 junior. The Bears find themselves down 9 at the end of the first quarter. 17 for Ridgeline, 8 for our Bears. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
So you're looking for new insurance for your car or your home. Where do you start? Ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Bear River Mutual independent agent. Call us today at 695-2300.
Bear River Mutual.
Cooler weather is here, and winter is just around the corner. Now is the time to prepare your home so you don't have any cold weather issues. Stop in and talk to Tom and his team at Greer's Do It Best Hardware in Tremonton. They'll help you get ready for the cold winter months.
During the holidays, many times we forget to say thanks. At Bob's Body Shop, they truly are thankful for the customers who have kept them going for over 25 years. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for...
Start of the second quarter, Bears down 9, 17-8, in a game that's been well played by Ridgeline. They've got some steals. They've got some offensive rebound. They're definitely winning the hustle battle. The Bears are going to have to find something and get it turned around before halftime. Bears will have it to start the second quarter. Sorensen dribble handoff to Jace Roberts on the left wing. Pressure defense from Ridgeline. They'll get it to Marble. They throw it in the post to Sorensen. Reverse layup. Missed. Short off the rim. Rebound Ridgeline, and the Bears will foul as they try to get into the fast break. Give the foul to Marble, his first. Ridgeline gets it over to Cox on the right wing. He'll fake the dribble handoff. Now he picks up his dribble, throws it cross court. Buck Miller swings it around to Jackman. That's stolen and taken away by Thurgood. He's going to try and go all the way to the rim, and he will. He'll lay it up and in. Kaser, Thurgood. Steal and the basket. Bears down 7. Jackman up top for Ridgeline. Swing it over to Brenchley. Now up top to Blotter. He'll cross over Thurgood and dribble to the right wing. Nothing doing. They look to throw it into the post to Buck Miller. Nothing doing. Now Cox up top. He'll take a deep three, and that rattles around the rim and missed. Jensen takes the rebound. They'll come quickly down the right side to Jace Roberts. Now up top to Garrick Marble above the three-point line. Jace cuts through. He gets the pass. He's in the post. Nothing doing. Kick it out to Garrick. Swing it around Kaser. He'll catch and shoot three. Bounces off the rim. No good. Backside rebounds. Battled around and taken by Buck Miller. He'll kick it back to Blotter, who will bring it slowly into the front court for Ridgeline. Back cut from Cox. He floats one up and in. Beautiful backdoor play, and his long athletic ability is able to float it in for 2. Ridgeline back up 9. Here's Jensen the other way. It's deflected, taken away. Blotter fast break layup the other way. Guyver has to foul him to prevent him from getting the easy bucket, and he'll go to the line.
I'm watching this game, and I almost feel like Bear River's a little in awe of Ridge. Like, what we can't do. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it just feels like we're just like here. Like it.
Yeah, Ridgeline has been the aggressor. They've been the better team. And like you say, it's almost like we're a little nervous or scared.
Every loose ball they're going after, every tip ball they're going. I mean, we just look like we're just flat-footed, just not present in the game from what we're compared to seeing.
Both free throws are good by Blotter, and that gives Ridgeline the 11-point lead, 21-10. Ridgeline's going to take a timeout. My guess is they'll set up the pressure defense. We'll see what they do when we come back on 104.9 The Ranch.
Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call them today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Post Consumer Brand Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
IFA is a locally owned farm and ranch cooperative that proudly supports all those who love and live the rural lifestyle. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need, or at IFACountryStores.com. Call 435-257-5419.
6:18 to go in the second quarter. Bears down by 11. It's 21-10. Bears will inbound, have to bring it to the front court, and Ridgeline will come out in a press in a 1-2-2. Barfus still has it back court. Let's throw it over to Thurgood. Now they got to get it to the front court, and they do with Olsen. Ritter has checked back in. As Owen Olsen's out there with Thurgood, Roberts, and Barfus. Back cut by Ritter. Beautiful pass. And Ritter lays it up and in. Boy, he was almost out of bounds and came back underneath the basket to lay it up.
Little athleticism there for Braden Ritter.
I thought that was doomed from the start. Big man got her in there. Vasquez will kick it over to Blotter. He fakes left, goes right. Beautiful pass in low to Frankham, way underneath the basket. He floats it up and in under the Goes under the hoop and comes up the other side to lay it in. Ridgeline back up 11. Full court pressure creates a turnover as Barfus throws it out of bounds. Ridgeline will come back the other way.
This is kind of a little bit of a dangerous zone for the Bears. I mean, you don't want to let this lead grow to much more than a 11, 12-point lead, because Ridgeline is a tough defensive team, and you'll have a tough battling back.
Bears now extend their defense a little bit, come out, try and get some pressure on the ball. Vasquez now throws it right into the middle of the paint, where Buckmiller puts it up and in for two. So as good as the defense started on that possession, it finished weak. Bears now break the press the other way from Ridgeline. They'll throw it over to Ritter, who hands back to Bridger, fakes the three. Now he'll take the deep three from the left side. No good. Frankham there on the rebound. Ridgeline's off and running again. Cox down the right side, fouled by Olson. And Carson Cox will shoot two. 25-12 Ridgeline. They're on the cusp of blowing this thing open in the first half. First free throw's good.
I do want to make a comment. It must be like jersey night for the student body.
Yeah.
That poor individual that's wearing a Mets jersey over there, I'd say this. If he's really a Mets fan, change now, buddy. Just
and you would know, Josh.
Being a lifelong Mets fan myself, just change, man. It's a depressing state.
It's like being a Cowboys fan.
Well,
both free throws are good.
Likes them.
It's 27-12 Ridgeline. Barfus right wing for Berever. He'll get into the paint. Now dribbles back around. A lot of dribbling here. He'll kick it back to Cash Avery. They'll throw it into Thurgood in the post. Cox is on him. Fakes middle, goes right. Oh, gets Cox
good
up
move.
in the air and then floats it up past him. Beautiful move, Kaser Thurgood. Nice to see him get going. There's down 13. Left corner is Brenchley. Now to Cox. They throw it into Frankham in the post. Bears battle there with Ritter. They'll kick it out for a three. That's missed. Backside rebound Thurgood. He lobs it down court to Cash Avery. Catch and shoot 20-footers hard off the back iron. Rebound Ridgeline. Brenchley front court left side. Screen from Buckmiller. They'll kick it over to Cox on the right side for three. That's long. Rebound by Owen Olson. Just under 4 minutes to go before halftime. Bears coming back the other way. And entry pass into Ritter is kicked out of bounds by Carson Cox. As Marble's going to check in for Kaser Thurgood. Bridger will trigger the inbound under the basket. Olson cuts through. Marble comes around to retrieve. Fake back cut by Bridger. Now he fakes the three and drives baseline, and they'll get another foul on Brenchley. Excuse me, the last one was a kicked ball. This one's a foul, just the first team foul on Ridgeline in this quarter. So Bridger will inbound again. They'll throw in the corner to Cash Avery. He'll catch and shoot for three. That's missed. Tapped back out by Bridger and retrieved by Cash Avery. Over to Olson. Olson, lefty dribble, crosses over, now goes to the right side. He's in the high post, picked up his dribble, hands back to Avery. Avery dribbles down the right side, out on the wing now. Good ball denial from Ridgeline. They throw it into the post to Ritter. 15 on the shot clock. He makes a move to the middle, kicks back up top for three from Cash Avery. That's an air ball. Saved by Owen Olson, and they say he stepped on the line. So Cash has been unable to get the jumper to go down. He's been willing to put it up as soon as he gets it, but can't find the basket. Still a 13-point lead for Ridgeline. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Blotter drives right side all the way to the basket, floated up, misses it. Backside rebound, Marble. He'll hand over to Bridger. Now Gehrig right side, throws it over to Cash. Into the post to Marble. It turns to face up. Makes a move on Buckmiller. Shoots a fadeaway jumper. That's no good. Rebound by Vasquez. No second opportunities for the Bears in this game. It's been one and done. He'll throw cross court to Frankham. He'll fake a three. Swing it over to Buck Miller on the left side. He drives baseline all the way to the basket. Missed the layup. Rebound by Marble. He'll hand over to Avery. He'll throw it at front court to Olsen. Swing it cross court to Barfus. Catch and shoot three is up and good. Bridger Barfus finally able to knock one down. Cuts the lead back to 10, 27-17. 2:10 to go. Second quarter. Frankham up top. It's knocked away by Barfus, but retrieved by Blotter. Now back over to Frankham. Ritter comes out to meet him. They'll dribble handoff to Cox. He goes into the high post, and they say on the screen attempt, Braden Ritter pushed the screener, which he did. Well, the foul's on Marble. Excuse me, I thought it was Ritter that was out there. Kaser Thurgood comes right back into the game along with Jace Roberts.
So if you can cut this down to a single-digit lead going into halftime, I think you had a successful
little
run.
He'll lob it into Frankham. He's on the right block, makes his move on Garrick, goes up. Good defense by Garrick. Shot is blocked. Bears will come to the front court down the right side. Bridger Barfus. He goes between the legs, steps back for three. It's good again. Bridger Barfus has found a little rhythm. Boy, that baby almost hit the rafters. Bears down 7, 27-20, 1:40 to go in the second quarter. Back cut by Vasquez. The pass is thrown into the butt of Owen Olsen, and as Bridger Barfus tries to drive full court, he's fouled.
Get one on Frankham there, too.
So Frankham picks up the foul. That's the second team foul?
Yes.
The next foul on Bear River will be free throws for Ridgeline. Here's
Set
Barfus.
A screen for him. Heat check.
Gets the screen. Now he drives into about 8 feet, shoots it again and scores. Bridger Barfus, the fadeaway 8-footer.
Told you.
27-22, Bears right back in this, down 5. It's been Bridger Barfus with the spark in the second quarter. Really, the last minute and a half. Some pressure defense by Thurgood. They get it to Frankham. Now Carson Cox will take a deep three on the left wing, and he silenced the crowd. Big three from Cox. Ridgeline goes back up 8, 30-22. Just under a minute to go in the half. Barfus handles between the legs a few times. Gets to the right wing. Now gets into the paint. Floats one up with a right hand off the glass. Just missed. Gets his own rebound. Shoots it from the left side. That's missed. Thurgood has the ball go through his hands, and Garrick tries to save it and throws it out of bounds. Unfortunate. Bridger had a couple of good looks there. Just couldn't get him to go down. Ritter's going to check in for this possession as Marble will come out, I think, to protect him from picking up a foul.
Yeah, just don't want to pick up a foul here.
Bears need a stop. Be nice, like you say, Josh, to keep this in single digits going into the half. They've been back to within as many as 5. We've been down by as many as 13. Vasquez handles up top for Ridgeline. 22 on the shot clock, 26 in the game. Cox now on the left wing. Roberts comes out on him. They'll swing it over to Blotter. Bridger comes out to put some pressure on him as well. There's about 5 seconds difference between shot and game clock. Now Blotter crosses over. He's on the left wing. They get it around to Buckmiller for 3. No good. Backside rebound taken by Vasquez, and they're going to give Carson Cox the foul on the rebound attempt. So good effort from Jace to push him out. Something that's got to be cleaned up in the second half, Josh. Ridgeline getting a few more opportunities at the basket than the Bears.
For sure.
So the Bears have 7.2 seconds, and they'll have to bring it full court. Kyver's going to come into the game and replace Thurgood. And a quiet half for Kyver Jensen. Chase to inbound. He'll get it to Kyver. He'll come quickly down the left side. Hands back to Bridger. Bridger's going to pull up for a deep 3 from the left side. Just short, backside rebound. Owen Olsen flips it up and in at the buzzer. He's always around the basket for second chance opportunities, and he gets a big one as the Bears are going to go in down 6, which has to feel like a victory as poorly as they've played for a quarter and a half. We'll take a break, and we'll be back for our halftime show. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Central part of any celebration. When selecting your flour, make sure you use one with hand-selected grains, expertly milled for passionate bakers. Central Milling, Red Rose, and Gilt Edge Flour are those brands. Always choose the best for your table.
This is Greg Madsen. A few years ago, my wife of 37 years, Sherry, passed away from cancer. Red Funeral Home was amazing when it came to taking care of my family's needs. If you're in that situation, contact Red Funeral Home. Let Joe and Josh Rudd serve your family in your time of need.
Hey Bear fans, whether it's before or after the basketball game, make sure to stop into Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli and bakery department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market, Tremonton.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-25.
Backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton, online at gspike.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
For over 70 years and 3 generations, Hanson Motors has held the belief that they're not just selling cars, they're building relationships. Voted the #1 auto dealer and #1 service center in the Best of Northern Utah contest. Hanson Motors, a family-driven tradition rooted in community.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
So you're looking for new insurance for your car or your home. Where do you start? Ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Bear River Mutual independent agent. Call us today at 695-2300.
Bear River Mutual.
Cooler weather is here, and winter is just around the corner. Now is the time to prepare your home so you don't have any cold weather issues. Stop in and talk to Tom and his team at Greer's Do It Best Hardware in Tremonton. They'll help you get ready for the cold winter months.
During the holidays, many times we forget to say thanks. At Bob's Body Shop, they truly are thankful for the customers who have kept them going for over 25 years. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call them today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Post Consumer Brand Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
IFA is
Welcome back, Bears fans. It's halftime, and the Bears find themselves down by 6, 30-24 to the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Both teams coming into tonight 1-0 in region play. Still a lot of basketball to be played. The Bears were down by as many as 13 in that first half. Closed the quarter on a little bit of a run to get right back in this game. Some of our great sponsors for tonight's game: Castelite in Logan has pavers, tile, brick, and more. If you have questions on how to install these yourself, Castelite's experts can help. More at Castelite.com. Coldwater Stone in Tremont is part of the Castelite family. Give your current home or the new one you're building that new look. See them by the crossroads. Josh, really, we talked about in the pregame how needed to contain one or the other, either Cox or Frankham. I thought the Bears did a pretty good job on Frankham. Cox was able to get loose just a little bit. How did the stats fare as far as those two players go?
Well, honestly, I mean, yeah, between the two of them, I think they end up with like 11 points or something like that between the two of them. But you held Cox to 2 from 11 from the field, which I think is huge. I mean, he's going to hoist up a lot of shots, but to hold him to that, Frankham only put up 3 shots in the first half and scored 4 points on it. So you did a good job with that. Really, the difference has been the 3-point shooting. I mean, Ridgeline shot 40% from 3 in the first half. Bear River only made two 3-pointers, which is not something we're used to, and those were 2 big ones that came from Bridger Barfus to kind of get the Bears back in it.
Yeah.
So I think that's your difference. I mean, you're down by 6, but as bad of a first half as that felt like, you're still very much in this game. And I mean, I think if you can clean it up a little bit, you really have a chance to walk out of here with a win.
Yeah, I think it really, as poorly as we played on the offensive side of the ball, at least for the first quarter and a half, and really, if Bridger Barfus isn't playing in those final 3 minutes, we're probably down by 20. But if you can find a way to just clean up the offense a little bit, I'm with you. Keep the defensive intensity up. Keep putting pressure on Ridgeline. I think the Bears have made Frankham get up and down the floor a little bit more than he'd like. Let's be honest, he's not the most athletic big in the world, and you're going to wear him down a little bit just by getting up and down the floor. But make a few shots from the perimeter, and I think you really start to put the pressure on Ridgeline.
The other thing that I think is interesting is in the first quarter, what I think you've seen between the first quarter and the second quarter is the Bears got a little bit more physical in the second quarter than what they were in the first quarter. And I don't know if Ridgeline's likes the physicality as much, especially Frankham. I don't know if he likes having somebody like a Ritter or a Gary Marble that's going to body him up every time he's got the ball. So I think you have to continue the physicality. The other thing I would like to see is I would like to see a pick and roll with Marble and Jensen and let Jensen get downhill. I think he can beat a Frankham if they have to switch, or if they don't switch, you can roll it to Marble, whatever you want to do. It's going to open up the offense for you if you can do that. But you've got to allow Kyver to get downhill and let him do what he's so good at, which is get to the bucket.
Yeah, Kyver Jensen, the leading scorer for the Bears, really a non-factor in the first half. Again, the big spark came from Bridger Barfus in the second quarter. Big putback basket by Owen Olsen to end the half gets the Bears to within 6. The score, again, is 30 for Ridgeline, 24 for the Bears. A couple more minutes to go as the teams have come out to take some warm-up shots. We'll take another short break here on the halftime show, and we'll be back with some final thoughts before we get ready to start the second half. You're listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Cooperative that proudly supports all those who love and live the rural lifestyle. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need, or at ifacountrystores.com. Call 435-257-5419.
Baking is a central part of any celebration. When selecting your flour, make sure you use one with hand-selected grains, expertly milled for passionate bakers. Central Milling, Red Rose, and Gilt Edge Flour are those brands. Always choose the best for your table.
This is Greg Madsen. A few years ago, my wife of 37 years, Sherry, passed away from cancer. Red Funeral Home was amazing when it came to taking care of my family's needs. If you're in that situation, contact Red Funeral Home. Let Joe and Josh Rudd serve your family in your time of need.
Hey, Bear fans! Whether it's before or after the basketball game, make sure to stop into Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli and bakery department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market, Tremonton.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Getting ready to start the third quarter. The Bears are down by 6. Special thanks to Mike Knorr Plumbing. The team at Mike Knorr Plumbing is ready to help you with your leaks, plumbing repairs, and new installation. Call them today at 257-0646. When you need someone to fix a leak quickly, call Best of Northern Utah Silver Medal winner Mike Knorr Plumbing at 257-0646. So Ridgeline will get the ball to start the third quarter.
One thing I think you got to do, Trent, you got to get Garrick Marble involved at the top of the key and let him go back to facilitating like he was in the Skyview game. I don't even know if he's got an assist so far in this game here tonight.
Most of his work has been from the wing in tonight's game. It'd be good, like you say, to get him to the high post. Here's a drive by Ridgeline to start the quarter. They kick it over in the corner to Cox, who tries to fake the three but loses the ball out of bounds in the process. So good start for the Bears. They'll get it on the turnover. Kuyver's out there with Garrett, Owen Olson, Braden Ritter, and Bridger Barfus. Olson handles up top. He'll throw over to Ritter on the right wing. Now he'll hand off to Kuyver. Cross court, lob pass to Owen Olson is over his head and out of bounds. So both teams turn it over on their first possession of the second half. Front court, Blotter. Dribble handoff to Vasquez. Back to Blotter right side. He'll drive weakly into the corner on Kuyver. Now hand back to Frankham, who will take a deep three. Short off the rim. Rebound, Garrick Marble.
Let him do that all night long.
Absolutely. Bridger Barfus now on the left side. Back cut by Kuyver. Gets all the way to the rim. Floats it underneath the outstretched arm of Carson Cox and scores.
And that's what he does best. Get downhill. Let him attack the basket.
Bears back to within 4, the closest they've been in a long time. Now they'll throw into Frankham on the other end. Ritter's on him. Cross-court pass. Now swing it up top. Here's a three up top from Blotter. That's missed. Backside rebound, Olson. Kuyver now on the left wing. He'll throw it over to Marble in the corner. Kuyver cuts through. Now up top to Ritter. Frankham will hang out in the high post, not even thinking about coming out to guard him. Now they'll hand back to Kuyver. Marble comes to set the screen. Now they double screen. Frankham now steps in front of Kuyver. They don't want to let him get anywhere near the basket. Now the Bears will swing it around and get it to Ritter on the left wing. Now out front to Kuyver. 5 on the shot clock. Gets to the free throw line. Pulls up. Short off the rim. Rebound. Bridger Barfus pulls up now on the right side. That's missed. Ritter battles. Marble has it. The Bears will reset the offense. So better rebounding here in the second half from the Bears. Kuyver now gets into the paint, backs out of it, throws up top to Gehrig.
See, right there, I think that's where you got to run a pick and roll. Big guys got to roll.
Now Olson cuts through, and Marble hits him from the top of the key on a cut through the lane, and Olson lays it up and in. Nicely done. There's the first assist from Gehrig from that high post position. Bears down 2, 30-28. 5:42 to go in the third. Here's a drive by Carson Cox. It's taken away by Kuyver. 2-on-1. Kuyver gets down the left side. Left-handed layup is good as Frankham can't recover in time. Tie game. Ridgeline calls a timeout, and like you mentioned, Josh, Kuyver Jensen's have gotten downhill twice in this quarter. Both easy layups. We'll take a short break on 104.9 The Ranch.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016. Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church, or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
From what's
30-30 our score as the Bears have come back to tie the game after being down by 6 or 8, 6 at halftime. Some of the other scores from around the region at halftime, Logan leads Skyview by 4, 27-23, and Green Canyon at the half has a 23-19 lead over Mountain Crest. 5:28 to go in the third, tie game.
We were talking a little bit about it off, I guess, not offline, but off
air.
Off air. There we go. I think the Bears need to run a lot more of slashers and cutters at this Ridgeline team. I think they can beat them on the first step, and that's going to open up the offense a lot more.
First possession out of the timeout for Ridgeline. They throw it into Frankham, kick it out for a three from Brenchley or Blotter, and that's an air ball right into the hands of Braden Ritter, and the Bears will come back the other way. Here's Olson up top, hounded by Vasquez. Ritter comes out. He'll throw to Ritter on the left wing. Now Kuyver comes, he'll hand off to him. 15 on the shot clock. Kyver breaks into the paint. Underhand scoop. This time Frankum's able to recover.
He's
out of bounds.
I was going to say he's out of bounds.
So
can't do that.
Beautiful recovery that time by Frankum. Give him a lot of credit to block the shot, but then he tried to save the ball and was standing out of bounds, and we were all about to lose our mind if they didn't call it. Marble will inbound for the Bears. They'll throw it over to Kyver, right corner. Now lob it back into the post to Garrick. Back cut. Beautiful. Not a back cut, but just a cut down the lane from Kyver, and he missed the wide open layup. And on the rebound attempt, we've got a foul, and that will go against the Bears. Kyver would love to have that one back.
Yeah, good play call there. I think he was expecting a little bit of body there, but offensively, the Bears have looked a lot more efficient so far through the first 4 minutes of this half.
Here's a quick three from the left wing from Carson Cox. That's missed. Olsen and Barfus battle for it. It goes back to Ridgeline. They miss another layup, and Barfus handles this one, and Kyver's off and running. Gets to the middle of the floor. He's knocked down from behind from Vasquez. He'll pick up the foul. Bears seem to be way more aggressive on the boards as well.
Yeah, for sure. Intensity level is picked up. This looks like the Bears that we're used to watching, not the sluggish version that we saw in the first half.
Kyver lobs into the backcourt to Olsen, who brings it front court now to Ritter. He'll hand off to Kyver. Now to Olsen. Has the three if he wants it. Won't take it. Lob now to Marble underneath. He reaches up over the defender and puts it off the glass and scores. The Bears are back up front, 32-30. Now Cox left wing. They look into the post to Butch Miller. Now back to Vasquez. Hounded by Olsen. Nowhere to go. Now he throws it way cross court. That's grabbed by Blotter on the right wing. Ritter's out to guard him. Blotter gets baseline, kicks it over to Vasquez. Marble comes out to guard. Defense exceptional here from the Bears. Blotter now goes baseline on Ritter. Olsen comes over, and he throws the ball
out of bounds.
Out of bounds. They say it was deflected by the Bears?
Yes.
Interesting. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Blotter begging for a foul on that one as Olsen come over to cut him off baseline. There was some contact. Bears make a substitution as Jace Roberts is going to come in for Owen Olsen.
Like you say, the intensity level defensively is picked up. It's a lot of ball denials, a lot of in-your-face right now. A lot different than what we saw from the first half.
Ridgeline to inbound. Get it out to Frankum on the right wing. Now back to Blotter. I don't think they realize the clock's running down. 2-1-0. Oh, they just get it away for three. It rattles in and out. Marble's there on the rebound. Outlet to Kyver Jensen. He comes quickly down the left side. Fakes the pull-up from three. Gets all the way to the basket. I thought he should have taken the layup. Kicks it over to Ritter. Now they'll swing it back around. Now back in the post to Ritter. Right-handed shot is up and good over Carson Cox. 4-point lead for the Bears. 34-30. Kyver claps his hands coming back the other way, says, let's go, boys, buckle down on D. Here's a drive into the post, kick it over to Frankum. He now drives baseline on Ritter, pushes him out of the way, and is able to get the shot over Ritter and in. Ridgeline has their first points of the second half. 34-32, Bears lead. Here's Barfus on the right wing, trying to dribble through the defense. Ball is now taken away as the back cut pass was stolen by Blotter. Front court now. A little too much dribbling by Bridger on that possession. Now Frankum left wing, kicks it over in the left corner to Brenchley. They lob into Carson Cox. He goes up for the shot and scores. So two big plays in the post now from Frankum and Cox, and it's a tie game. 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Right wing Marble. Kyver cuts through, gets into the paint. Nowhere to go, nowhere to go. Now he turns with the fadeaway shot. Scores! Oh,
but
no.
Coach called timeout.
Coach Shaw, fearing maybe the dreaded 3-second call, called the timeout, and Kyver put the basket in. We'll keep it here as the Bears call a 30-second timeout. That's one of those, never mind, I don't want the timeout.
Yeah, no. I didn't call that. I didn't do that. One thing that I think is very interesting is if you start really paying attention to when Ridgeline's sending guys through the lane, the Bears are putting bodies on everybody. I mean,
no one gets through without getting bumped.
Yeah, it's not dirty. It's necessary. It's just a physicality, right? You're coming through, and what's happening is you're starting to see some of these guys that they're not. You don't want to run through the lane if you getting bashed and getting beat down every time. So I like that adjustment that the Bears have made so far here in the second half, and you got to understand what Skyview went about 5 minutes in this third quarter without scoring, which is
Ridgeline,
whatever.
Yeah.
one of those Cache Valley
It was
schools.
3 minutes exactly when they finally scored. And it's Frankham and Cox who've got 2 buckets in the last 2 possessions right at the rim, so it's obvious what they're going to try and do. Now Marble has it on the right wing. Here's a cut through by Thurgood. He was fouled but finishes. Beautiful layup by Kaser Thurgood.
Good minutes from Thurgood here tonight.
He's been brilliant in the minutes he's been out there. Now the other way. He comes out and pressures the ball. Now over on the right wing to Blotter. He'll lob backside to Carson Cox, retrieves it, kicks back to Brenchley. Now he drives into the paint, kick across court again, swing it up top. Here's a 3 from Blotter. That's too strong. There's a big rebound by Mason Sorensen. He'll throw it over to Kyver, who then slings it front court to Thurgood. Ooh, I thought he was going to pull up for 3.
I almost would have been okay with that.
I support that decision. Now Kyver handles up top, throws it cross court to Thurgood. Now they lob it into Mason. He's got it wide open. Misses the layup.
But Thurgood puts it in.
I put my head down. I was so upset, didn't see it. Thurgood grabs the rebound and puts it back up and in. Good awareness from Kaser. Here's Frankham on the other end on the block for Ridgeline. Now he's trapped, kicks it over, but gets it back on the right wing. Knocks down the 12-foot jumper.
It's okay. You like him going out there and shooting a 12-foot jumper. I like that. Great defense there by Garrick Marble on that possession.
Bears by 2, 38-36. Just over 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Kyver handles up top. Doesn't use the screen. Now throws back to Garrick. Takes a set shot 3. That's short off the rim. Backside rebound, Jace. He stays in the paint. Fakes the shot. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Thurgood. Here's a 3 that's up. That's strong off the rim. Jace is battling. He's going to pick up the foul. Good box out from Tyler Jackman. And I'm okay with that foul, too, if I'm Coach Shaw.
Yeah, for sure. You got to like the intensity rebounding-wise that the Bears have put forth in this third quarter.
48 seconds to go. Ridgeline will inbound. Vasquez will bring it front court. Thurgood picks him up. Kyver tries to deny the pass. It is deflected and out of bounds. Ridgeline will inbound in front of their own bench. Brenchley inbounds to Vasquez. Thurgood's on him. Now over to Frankham. Marble comes out to meet him at the three-point line. Cross-court pass to Brenchley. Swing it up top, Vasquez. Left-hand dribble in the high post. Back to Frankham. He'll take the 3. No good. Backside rebound, Mason Sorensen. He'll hand over to Garrick. Garrick will bring it front court. Now throws it back over to Kyver. 19 seconds to go in the quarter. Bears looking like they'll hold for potentially the last shot. Leading by 2. Kyver fakes the drive. Now he'll left-hand dribble back towards half court. 6 seconds. 5, 4, nothing doing. Kyver drives into the paint. Floats one up. Ooh, just strong off the back iron. He's fouled on the way in. I believe that's shooting. 2 shots.
Yep.
Great move from Kyver. He's been way more downhill in this third quarter, as you mentioned, Josh, and the Bears reaping the benefits. First free throw is up, and that's good. It was almost, Josh, as if the Bears were saying in that first quarter, we're going to try and pound the ball into the post, make Carson Cox and Frankham work, and the Bears just were unable to really finish anything down there.
Right.
Now we're back to the slash and the quick game.
More of what our game actually is.
Second free throw is good. There's 2 seconds to go. Ridgeline's got to come the full length. They'll roll it forward.
Oh, don't do that.
And Kyver dives on the floor to try and get the ball, and he'll foul. Luckily, we're not in the penalty, so it's hopefully.
I mean, I guess it's not a terrible foul because now you only 1
This is
second.
his third foul, so that's the unfortunate part about that. Kyver will come out so he doesn't pick one up here. They'll inbound. Vasquez heaves it from half court. Ooh, goes short, just short off the rim. And the Bears go from trailing the majority of this game by as many as 13 now to leading by 4. It's 40 for the Bears, 36 for Ridgeline. We'll be back for the fourth quarter on 104.9 The Ranch.
To breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
For over 70 years and 3 generations, Hanson Motors has held the belief that they're not just selling cars, they're building relationships. Voted the #1 auto dealer and #1 service center in the Best of Northern Utah contest. Hanson Motors, a family-driven tradition rooted in community.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. There's 8 minutes to decide this one. Bears fought their way back and now back in front by 4, 40-36. As really, Ridgeline, Josh, I believe 6 points only for them in that third quarter.
Yes, only 6 points. They took 12 field goals. 8 of them were three-pointers in that quarter. So what that tells me is the Bears are forcing them to go outside.
And really, 3 of those threes came from Frankham, which tells me he's not as anxious to be in the post. Here's Barfus on the left wing, had a 3, didn't take it. Now Jace Roberts fakes one, drives. Now Barfus comes to retrieve. They look to lob into the post. Nope, they'll swing it back around. Jace has it up top. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Now back to Barfus, the right side. He'll take the left-hand dribble into the high post, crossover. Beautiful defense played by Blotter. Now Kyver up top. He gets to the free throw line, pulls up from the right wing, missed. Backside rebound, Sorensen. He taps it back up and in, is short off the rim, and it's deflected out of bounds by Ridgeline. Unfortunate. Too many short misses around the
Mason,
back.
you can dunk the basketball, man. Just jump up and dunk it.
Yeah, slam that baby home. Here's a pass into the backcourt, and Kyver will go to retrieve it. Bears by 4. No score yet here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll lob into the post to Mason Sorensen. He turns to face up, throws cross court to Bridger. Now he drives into the high post, pulls up free throw line jumper. That's flat. Rebound by Blotter. He crosses over on Bridger, but Bridger reaches in and steals it. It's a race to the basket. Bridger goes up, and it's deflected. Ooh, that was a pretty good defensive play by Cam Blotter, but they say gets him on the arm, and Bridger will be at the line for 2.
That should be 3 fouls on Blotter, too.
See what they put up on the board. Or not. First free throw is good from Bridger. Blotter is really a fantastic defender.
Just really active.
5'10", senior guard. Quick. Second free throw is missed. The Bears lead by 5, 41-36. 6:52 to go in the game. Blotter dribbles right side, hands off to Vasquez. It's knocked away again by Bridger. He gets on the floor, but it's picked up by Vasquez all the way to the rim. Left-hand layup over Marble is good. Unfortunate break there. Ridgeline cuts it back to 3, 41-38. Barfus right wing. Fakes the pass inside, tries to drive baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds, and they say it goes off of Bridger, and he turns to the official and says, no, it isn't, and the official changes his mind and points the other way.
Yeah, I don't know. Got a boy, Bridger. He convinced him on that one.
He was sure it was the other way. Here's a lob into Mason on the inbound, back out to Roberts left wing. Sorensen sets the screen. Jace picks up his dribble and hands back to Marble. Now Sorensen on the right wing. Nothing doing, throws into Marble in the post. Cut by Barfus, put it up off the rim. It's missed. Mason gets it, and he goes up, and he slams it down with 2 hands. 43-38, big play. Gets the crowd back into it. Here's Cox right wing, throws it over to the left corner. Here's a 3 that's up and away, and it's good from Kyson Buckmiller. Quick timeout by Ridgeline as they want to set their defense. Bears by 2. We'll take the break on 104.9 The Ranch.
Do you know who to call when you need your electrical system serviced? Gem Electric in Tremonton can get you taken care of. That's John Miller at Gem Electric. Call Gem Electric today at 257-7113. You'll find their service and expertise is shocking.
So you're looking for new insurance for your car or your home. Where do you start? Ask someone you can trust, like your local Utah Bear River Mutual independent agent. Call us today at 695-2300.
Bear River Mutual.
Cooler weather is here, and winter is just around the corner. Now is the time to prepare your home so you don't have any cold weather issues. Stop in and talk to Tom and his team at Greer's Do It Best Hardware in Tremonton. They'll help you get ready for the cold winter months.
During the holiday.
Just under 6 minutes to go in the game. The follow-up slam by Mason Sorensen gave the Bears a 5-point lead. And then on the other end, Buck Miller knocked down a 3 to cut the lead back to 2. The Bears will inbound, and Kyver Jensen will come to the front court for Bear River. Now Marble back to Jensen, swing it around to Barfus, throws it into the post to Gehrig. He looks to make a move on Frankham. Tough shot up over Frankham, no good. Backside rebound by Sorensen, and they'll foul him in the process. Really tough shot there from Gehrig.
But what I like about it is he definitely was going to be willing to put his shoulder into Frankham, and you can tell Frankham's not liking the physicality.
Marble will inbound under the basket. He'll lob into Bridger. He's there. Reverse layup is good. Bridger Barfus. Ridgeline front court. It's Blotter. Now to Cox. In the corner is Vasquez. They'll throw it into the post to Frankham. They come to double team him. It's knocked away by Bridger. They say he got the arm. Yeah, it went quick. Don't even give him a time to react.
Yep. That's really the best way to double team him, especially a big guy like that, is you can collapse quickly and allow him to not even realize where the pressure's coming from. So I'm okay with that foul. Okay with the defensive setup there.
Just the first team foul in this quarter for the Bears. Here's Cox on the inbound. Now the lobs out front to Frankham. Cox will come back to get it. Owen Olsen there to meet him. Cox drives in, kicks it out. Fake 3 by Buck Miller. Now he's into the paint. 1 move, 2 moves. Somehow kisses it off the glass and scores over Braden Ritter. Back to a 2-point game, 45-43 Bears. Here's a cut again by Bridger. Lays it up left hand and scores. No foul, but beautiful entry pass again from Garrick Marble. He threw that from 3 feet behind the 3-point line. Bridger tries to go for a steal on Blotter. Doesn't do. Blotter gets to the paint, tries to throw it around his back. And I think the pressure defense at half court sped Blotter up, and he got into no man's land and ends up making a turnover.
Yeah, and very interesting move here. Ridgeline going to pull Blotter out of the game.
As Brenchley checks in for Ridgeline, he's out there with Vasquez, Buck Miller, Carson Cox, and Frankham. Here's Kyver Jensen front court. Bears by 4. 4.5 minutes to go. Olsen on the wing, throws it into the post. Another cut. This time he kind of telegraphed that one. It's taken away by Ridgeline. Tried to get it to Olsen on the cut. Here's Carson Cox, cut off by Olsen. He'll hand back to Vasquez. He pulls up and knocks it in. Vasquez has been really good tonight when he's decided to shoot.
He got a pretty smooth shot.
Back to a 2-point game, 47-45. Here's Barfus. He'll hand back to Gehrig above the 3-point line. Kyver comes through.
Can I just say, if you're going to set a screen, set a screen?
Yes. Now they lob into the post. Gehrig has it. Got Buck Miller on him. Spins baseline, goes up, and he's fouled. Beautiful move.
Good job of understanding where the defender was going to be, taking the weak side on him, understanding that you're going to get a foul, and now go to the line.
Updated score, Mountain Crest is trailing Green Canyon 37-32 at the end of the third quarter. First free throw from Gehrig is good. Second free throw's up, and that's good. Bears extend their lead back to 4. And Bear River's going to call a timeout. We'll take it. Bears by 4 on 104.9 The Ranch.
Say thanks. At Bob's Body Shop, they truly are thankful for the customers who have kept them going for over 25 years. Call Bob's Body Shop today at 257-7825.
Mike Knorr has been keeping drains open for the Bear River Valley for over 40 years. Mike and his team are always ready for an emergency. Mike Knorr Plumbing can handle it quickly. Call him today, 257-0646, or see them at MikeKnorrPlumbing.com.
Post Consumer Brand Cereals and their team members are involved in every aspect of the community, from the fair to the fall cereal sale to Cereal with Santa. If you like high-quality, value-priced cereal, Post Consumer Brands has all your favorites.
IFA is a locally owned farm and ranch cooperative that proudly supports all those who love and live the rural lifestyle. Stop by your local Tremonton IFA Country Store for everything you need or at ifacountrystores.com. Call 435-257-5419.
It's go time for the Bears and the Riverhawks. 4-point game coming down the stretch, 3:51 to go. What was an extremely poor start for the Bears for the first quarter and a half. Luckily, they were able to stay within striking distance. They were down by as many as 13. Cut the lead to 6 at halftime and now find themselves ahead by 4. Brenchley to the front court for Ridgeline. Jensen there to meet him. Frankham comes up to retrieve. Now he'll hand back to Vasquez. He gets to the free throw line again, floats another shot up and in. Diego Vasquez catching fire here in the fourth quarter, keeping Ridgeline close. 2-point game, 49-47. Now Kyver gets a screen from Garrett. Cox cuts him off. Now Olsen swing it over to Ritter. Back into the post to Marble.
Clear out. Good.
Faces up on Buck Miller. Makes a move on him, gets to the middle. Shots up, it's short, backside rebound. Braden, he tries to go up and he was too far under the basket, but luckily he's fouled on the way up. Great job by Braden, get in there to get a rebound. He'll be to the line for 2. That's the 4th team foul on Ridgeline, so the rest of the way, the Bears will be at the line. First free throw from Braden looks good and is perfect.
Smooth.
Gives the Bears a 3-point lead, 50-47. Blotter checks back in for Ridgeline. Ritter's second free throw, a little strong. There's Bridger Barfus on the rebound. Unbelievable job, and the ball squirts out, but grabbed by Olsen, and Kyver now handles up top. Ritter trying to post up. They got Buck Miller on him. Ritter does get it. Olsen cuts through. Ritter cross-court pass to Barfus. Fakes the drive. Now he'll swing it around the top. Marble now Jensen. Under 3 minutes to go now. Kyver dribbles to the right wing. They want to get it into Marble. Nothing there, nothing there. Throws it cross-court to Olsen. 5, 4. Oh, he sneaks the pass into Garrigan. Goes up and he's fouled again. The patience from the Bears is unbelievable.
Great effort there. They saw the mismatch. They knew what they wanted to do. Kyver actually came over to the wing looking for it. Didn't have it. Quick pass top of key to Olsen, who finds Marble instantly. Great job there by the Bears.
Just the recognition to find the best angle. First free throw's missed. And Garrick stuck with it. He didn't bail out of the post. He just kept trying to reposition himself. Hopefully he can knock this one down and make this a 2-possession game. Second free throw is good. Bears lead by 4.
Career highlight there. That's 701 points in his Bear River career for Garrick Marble.
Congratulations, Garrick. Anytime you start approaching that 1,000-point mark, you've really done something. Frankham right wing. He'll dribble handoff to Vasquez. He'll pull up for 3 this time, and that's missed. He needs to get back to the free throw line. He was perfect from there. Rebound, Marble, and Bears to the front court. 2:20 to go. A bucket here would be big time. Kyver left wing. Marble's in the post again on Buck Miller. Frankham cheats to that side. Now they throw it cross court to Ritter. Ritter will wait. Now makes a move. Gosh, put the ball on the floor. Luckily, Kyver comes to retrieve the deflected pass. Kicks back to Bridger for 3 in the corner. It's good! Bridger Barfus knocks down a big 3. Bears by 7, their biggest lead. Blotter on the right wing, throws into Frankham. That's deflected by Ritter, and they'll give him the foul. Boy, good job by Braden, I thought, reaching around to deflect it. Only the second team foul on the Bears. 1:50 to go in the game. Blotter to inbound under the basket. Cox comes around in the right corner, catch and shoot 3 is good. Carson Cox, who has been almost invisible in the second half, shows up big there. Negates the 3 that was just scored, and we're back to a 4-point game. Here's Kyver. Cox out on him. They'll throw it in the corner to Ritter. Marble comes through, has position. Braden gets it to him. Marble makes a move on Buck Miller. Jump pass across court to Kiver. Gets to about 7 feet. Floats it up on the baseline. It comes off the rim. Rebound by Brenchley. Or Blotter, excuse me. Now Frankham back to Blotter. Ten-second call as both Bridger Barfus was screaming that the shot clock was down to 25 and he wasn't across court. And finally the officials recognized it and they call him for a 10-second call. I was oblivious to it as well.
I didn't realize it was, but a great job there.
I think that shot clock reset before there was much of a possession on that scramble for the ball. Break there for the Bears. As they inbound it, Kaser Thurgood has come into the game. They'll get it over to Olsen, now into the corner with Jensen. They'll fake the three, now dribble around. Marble sets the screen. Frankham there to meet him and help defense from Buckmeyer. Steals the ball. He'll go strong to the basket.
Oh,
Kaser's
I
there.
think that was a missed call there.
Oh, Kaser tried to take the charge. They'll say it's a block. Again, there's no restricted area in high school basketball, and he was standing there waiting for him. Tough, tough call. 52 seconds to go. Buck Miller, who got the steal on some great help defense on Jensen, ends up getting to the line. First free throw looks way short, and it is. Thank you very much. Still a 4-point game. Buck Miller will step to the line for the second. It's up. This one looks long, and it is. Rebound, Bridger Barfus. Outlet pass to Kiver. He's got it. Throws it front court to Olsen. Back to Garrick. Bears break the pressure. Beautifully done. They can sit. Use all the time on this possession. It's still a 2-possession game. And they come out, and Carson Cox puts his hands on Bridger Barfus for the foul. That sends him to the line. Not the guy you want to foul.
No.
Bridger will step to the line. First free throw is up. It's perfect. 5-point lead, 40 seconds to go. Kaser Thurgood checks back out of the game as Ritter comes back in. Defensive swap here. Free throw from Bridger is good. 6-point game. Timeout, Bear River. Or excuse, he called timeout and they pointed to the Bear River bench, but now they're asking Ridgeline what they want. Someone called the timeout. I'm not sure who.
We only got
big free throws as Jace Roberts, I see, goes over to the score table and checks in. Good defensive substitution, I think, here for Bear River as they've got a 6-point lead. Really.
So interesting note here for you, Trent, just so you know, Frankham and Cox have scored a total of 3 points in this quarter. Frankham has not shot the ball.
That's incredible.
I mean, credit that to the Bears defense. I mean, you have to give that credit to the Bears. I mean, because they forced him clear outside.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time, especially in the second half, above the 3-point line, which to me is mind-blowing.
Yeah, a guy like that, you need to be working him the ball, almost working your offense through him, I would think. But
and even just being in that vicinity down low when shots are up, he's got to be good for 3 or 4 offensive rebounds a game if he's down there. Whatever. Here's the inbound. Blotter throws it in to Buck Miller. Back to Blotter. They'll come quickly down this side. Screen from Cox. Blotter gets all the way to the basket. Easy layup up and in, so that was quick. And Ridgeline will take a timeout. Would have liked to see a little more resistance there.
I would have almost liked to see you go a little bit more of a full court pressure there.
Just make him use some time.
Make him use some time.
So Ridgeline calls a timeout now as they'll set their defense, trailing by 4. Still plenty of time in this game. Bears still certainly in control of this one. Take care of the ball right here. Ridgeline's going to have to foul. And put your best free throw shooters on the floor. Some of our great sponsors for tonight's game. IFA Country Store in Tremont has great solutions for your home, farm, or ranch. That's IFA in Tremont, 257-5419. From lawn and garden to work apparel to farm and ranch supplies, plus livestock and pet nutrition. That's IFA in Tremont, 257-5419.
Got some updates from some other games. Logan 65, Skyview 52. And we got a tied game with Mountain Crest and Green Canyon with 3 minutes left in the fourth. And all tied up at 41.
Here goes Mountain Crest again. They've played 2 dandy games to start, and they're looking to get their first win. And, well, both teams in that matchup looking for their first region win. Barfus will inbound, throws over to Marble, out of bounds, and they'll swing it over to Jace. Now back to Garrick, up to Kyber. And they'll get the foul.
Really, Kyber could have, had he wanted to, he could have kicked that instantly up the third good, and you would have had a nice and easy one up there.
So the Bears use, they took 6 seconds off the clock. There's 25 seconds to go. Kyber will be at the line for 2 with the Bears leading by 4. Big free throws here. First one looks short, and it is. Frankham checks back in for Ridgeline. There we go. Kyber knocked this one in. Second free throw. That short off the front rim, but rolls over this time and down. Bears by 5. Here's Blotter, front court, left side. Kyber's there, screened by Cox. He'll step back and get the pass back and shoot the 3. It's missed. Rebound Blotter. Oh, he threw it off his own guy out of bounds. Great call. He tried to save it. It hit Vasquez, who was standing out of bounds. 16 seconds to go. Bears will inbound, leading by 5. Boy, Ridgeline got the look they wanted. Carson Cox with the 3 from the wing, just unable to knock it down. Bridger to inbound. Oh, Garrick breaks free. Here's a slam dunk if he wants it, and he does! Beautiful inbound play. The Bears did that once last year and got a dunk, and they do it again, and that ices this baby up. 3-pointer missed. Here's an outlet pass to Kyber. He'll hold on to the ball, and he'll dribble it out. Game over. Bear River takes down Ridgeline, goes to 2-0 in region play. They stay undefeated on this floor with a 59-52 win. Coach Shaw's fired up. The team's fired up. What a great win for the Bears. This is a very good Ridgeline team. The Bears do get off to that 2-0 start in region play. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for the Gem Electric postgame show. You've been listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
Baking is a central part of any celebration. When selecting your flour, make sure you use one with hand-selected grains, expertly milled for passionate bakers. Central Milling, Red Rose, and Gilt Edge flour are those brands. Always choose the best for your table.
This is Greg Madsen. A few years ago, my wife of 37 years, Sherry, passed away from cancer. Red Funeral Home was amazing when it came to taking care of my family's needs. If you're in that situation, contact Red Funeral Home. Let Joe and Josh Rudd serve your family in your time of need.
Hey Bear fans, whether it's before or after the basketball game, make sure to stop into Kent's Market for your treats and drinks. Kent's Market has the freshest produce, fresh cut meats, a deli and bakery department that can't be beat. That's Kent's Market, Tremonton.
In a world of ordinary flooring options, there's only one that's truly indestructible. Castelite, the ultimate destination for strength, durability, and timeless beauty. With tile, brick, and paver displays. Witness their indestructible products online at Castelite.com.
Wonder why Riverside Corner Sinclair on Valley View Highway is so darn busy? It's because they serve up the best hot made-to-order breakfast, lunch, and dinners around. And it just gets better and better. Make sure to stop and fill up your car and yourself at Riverside Corner Sinclair.
Do you have a backup generator, or have you explored the options of adding one to your home? Golden Spike Electric can find the right model for your needs. Find them online at gsegenerators.com or call 435-257-3016. Yes Printing in Tremonton and Brigham City has high-speed color copiers for your use. Need something for work or church, or need to ship or receive UPS or FedEx? It's Yes Printing. You said it right. Yes Printing, 340 West Main in Tremonton or in Brigham City.
Looking for a new toy this year? Fun is at Spike Power Sports in Tremonton. They carry Polaris and Honda machines to get you into the backcountry safe and sound. Spike Polaris has a machine you'll love. Spike Power Sports, Tremonton. Online at gspike.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back, Bears fans, as we've just finished up a fantastic game again as the Bears come to play in the second half, beat Ridgeline 59-52. Again, the very good Ridgeline team that knocked off an undefeated Green Canyon team on the road last Friday. They come into here, their second game to open region on the road again, and they are unsuccessful as the Bears knock them off by 7, 59-52. So the Bears hold serve here on their home court. The next game coming up will be in 2 days on Friday night at Mountain Crest. Currently, Mountain Crest in a battle with Green Canyon. We haven't had an updated score since it was tied at 41. But if Mountain Crest ends up losing that game, you know they'll be hungry come Friday on their home floor to try and pick up their first win in region play. Gem Electric sponsors our post-game show. If you need electrical wiring for a new construction or remodel, call John Miller at Gem Electric, 257-7113. Rest easy with Gem Electric. John Miller is a licensed and insured professionally trained electrician. Call 257-7113. Josh, this was a wild one. We had that first quarter and a half where we thought, boy, you better stay close or you're going to be risking getting blown off your own floor. And they had that little run to end the first half, which kept it close. It got it down to 6 points. And, boy, in the third quarter, the defense was sensational.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's difference. And I think you got to give a lot of credit to Bridger Barfus. He kept you in the game there in the second quarter when he went basically on, I think, a 8-0 run by himself, get you back within 6. So a lot of credit there. And then in the third quarter, there was a definitive, you could see it on the floor, switch between the energy level of the Bears in the first half and the second half. The defense was a lot more tenacious. They were a lot more in your face. They were a lot more physical, and it led to good things. I mean, Ridgeline, which is a very good shooting team, went 3 for 12 in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a huge credit to the Bears defense, and I'll give you this, huge credit to the Bears in general and the coaching staff for, understanding, hey, we did not play well in the first half, but just keeping your composure, keep chipping away, and ultimately you start looking at the second half. The last 3 quarters, they outscored them. Bears scored 16-13 in the second, 16-6 in the third, and 19-16 in the fourth. So huge offensive performance for the Bears in that one.
Coach Shaw is joining us up here on the post-game show. We'll give him a second to get the headset on. In what was a wild finish in this one. Coach, another great finish by you guys, especially in the second half. Josh and I were talking, that first quarter and a half seemed like that something was just off. We didn't have the intensity. Energy, I don't think, was the issue. But, boy, that little spurt to end the half kept you guys close. And then your defense in the third quarter was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, no, we, kids. Yeah. You go in with a game plan, and early in that first quarter, we were not necessarily executing on the defensive side the things we knew we needed to do. And, we talked a little bit about it in a couple timeouts, and we did better. And then, halftime, we kind of used that as a reminder of, hey, this is what we want to do. Kids went out and they executed everything. I think Ridgeline got one open 3 in the corner on, kind of a letdown up top, but you go a half of basketball in this region, you have one letdown, you're going to live with that. The kids, they executed what we needed to do perfectly, and so credit to them.
Ridgeline comes in here with 2 fantastic scorers in Frankham and Cox, and really you guys limited them. I don't know if it was your guys' physicality that pushed Frankham out so far away from the basket in the second half, but I thought his inability to do anything inside, and then he almost moved himself out of the game on the three-point line, and maybe that's a little bit of his game, but I thought that helped you guys tremendously, is maybe they weren't willing to get inside and match your guys' physical play in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to give a big shout-out to a guy that stepped up tonight, Braden Ritter. Really proud of the way he played. And he got a start tonight. We felt like playing two bigs was our advantage, and it was another thing in the first half when we had four guards out there, which usually is kind of our go-to. We weren't as effective, and so Mason and Ritter, they came in, gave some really good minutes, pulled down some boards, and Ritter defended Frankham about as well as you're going to see a post player defend another physical post player like that. And credit to Braden Ritter tonight. He knew what he needed to do. He was tough. He did. He pushed him out. I've said this before. Braden Ritter's one of the strongest kids I know.
Oh, absolutely.
He is strong, and he was tough, and he played very good on both sides of the ball tonight.
And down the stretch again, Coach, we saw, Kyver was big in the third quarter. Josh mentioned at halftime he'd like to see Kyver get more downhill, and he was able to do that 3 or 4 drives to the basket and get easy scores. Garrick was again fantastic in facilitating a little better in the second half, got some great cuts. Some of those passes, Coach, I don't know how you guys got them in there, and then the finishes were even better around the rim. So what is it about, and then Bridger Barfus, his spark off the bench, just whenever he's in the game, it seems like if he's not making a defensive play, he's hitting a big shot. He's really turned into just a fantastic all-around player.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing he does excellent. If you just sit here and watch Bridger Barfus, you're going to be exhausted because he moves all the time. He is moving. That's what we ask. That's what we ask our guys to do. But he finds so many baskets just because, man, he'll start in this corner. There's a pass. He'll cut through to the other corner. He'll move to the top. He'll move to the wing. Ball goes into the post, and he'll hit a backdoor cut and find himself a layup. He just, at any age, but my age especially, I'm not keeping up with him. I couldn't imagine trying to keep up with him right now. And when he does that, it opens things up for a lot of other guys.
And I thought one thing, his awareness on that 10-second call at half court, me and Josh were sitting here like, what's Bridger's problem? His awareness to know, like, hey, I need to alert the official. This is a 10-second violation.
Yeah, no, I was in that ref's ear at about 30. I could see him walking. I said, watch that clock. Watch that clock. Watch that clock. And, I don't know. Man, these kids played so well tonight. They make us look so good because I tell you what, they take care of a lot of stuff for us, and they execute a lot of things. And sometimes we're at our best when I just step to the side and clap my hands and say, "Go Bears, go!" and just kind of let them figure things out. And we had a few of those moments tonight where we just let the guys play, and they found the right guys in the right spots. So credit to our guys.
So you're 2-0 now to start region. You got your first 2 at home. Mountain Crest was in another tight battle with Green Canyon. I don't know what the score ended up being there, but they're going to be hungry. They've been on the road twice, I believe. They're going to be coming home Friday night. You've got them on the road. What's going to be your message to the guys heading over there?
Yeah, no, that's going to be a tough one. That's a really good team, and I think that's actually the most physical team outside of us in our region, and so we can't have a letdown there. We got to come and be physical and tough like we are, and they're going to be hungry. We haven't had a road region game yet. They haven't had a home region game yet. And coming off a couple big wins, we got to make sure that we're awake and ready to go because that's a very good basketball team there at Mountain Crest, and we can't have a letdown on the road.
That's going to be the theme of this region play. Lots of really good basketball teams. Coach, congratulations. You guys are off to a fantastic start. Let's keep it going.
All right. Thank you, guys.
We'll get Josh back on the set here and let him award tonight's McDonald's Player of the Game. McDonald's, work for McDonald's and let McDonald's work for you. Flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, plus meals and other perks. Josh, who do you have for tonight's McDonald's Player of the Game? I didn't give you a heads up.
Give me a second.
Before we get to that, let's remind everyone our next broadcast will be Friday night at Mountain Crest, our first road region game. We'll see if the Bears can get to 3-0, see if they can pick one up on the road. We'll get started hopefully 10 minutes before tip time, which is usually sometime 6:50, 7 o'clock range, depending on when the JV game ends. So be with us on Friday night at Mountain Crest for our next broadcast. Josh, who do you got?
Bridger Barfus. I think you got to give him simply for the mere fact that I think he kept you in the game. with his 8-0 run by himself there in the second quarter, and then obviously he comes up with 10 points in the fourth quarter to help seal the deal for you. Ends up with 18 on the night. So we'll give the player of the game to Bridger Barfus.
Couldn't agree more. That's going to wrap it up for us on tonight's broadcast. Bears get the 59-52 win over Ridgeline. Move to 2-0 in region play. I don't know what our overall record is, Josh. What are we? 12-2, 13-2, whatever we are.
12-2.
Hopefully we move up in the, we're 12-2. I got the record right here in front of me. We're 6 in the RPI going into tonight's game. This will be a big win over number 9 ranked Ridgeline. Hopefully that puts the Bears up into the top 5. We'll see. And we'll catch everyone on Friday night at Mountain Crest, 7 o'clock tick time. You've been listening to Bear River Bears basketball on 104.9 The Ranch.
This Bear River Bears broadcast has been a presentation of 104.9 The Ranch and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors, Adams Wealth Advisors, McDonald's, Castelite, Bob's Body Shop, Central Milling, Greer's Hardware, Gem Electric, Kent's Market, Golden Spike Electric, Mike Knorr Plumbing, Post Consumer Brand Cereals, Levitt Group of Northern Utah, Yes Printing, Rudd Funeral Home, IFA Country Store, Riverside Corner Sinclair, Spike Power Sports, Hanson Motors, and Cache Valley Daily. Catch the replay of tonight's game on CashValleyDaily.com.